everyone. I am reaching out to you today to ask you for your help. I am working on the last think tank for 2021, and I want it to feature all of you. So please take a minute to send me a quick video telling me a New Year's wish you have as we head into 2022. It can be personal, professional, fun, or serious. We just want to hear from you. It's real easy. All you have to do is grab your cell phone, turn on the video function selfie style, record yourself, and then choose to share that recording to candy@TrainerTainment.net. Go on, do it now so you don't forget. Thanks, everyone.
Hello. If it is Thursday, you know it is Think Tank Thursday, and it's almost Christmas. I'm Beth Standlee, CEO of TrainerTainment, and I'm so happy to be with you today. We teased out a little note. I teased out a little note to you yesterday about taking some time to do reflection of 2021 and planning for 2022. This is an exercise that I got introduced to a long time ago and find it just amazing and helpful. It's crazy when you take the time to set aside maybe an hour, and whether you type on the computer or you're one of those tactile people that need to write things down, it's stunning to do this exercise and then look back at it at the end of next year and see what you put together. One of the things I find is that when I do this, much of the time the goals I set for myself begin to come true long before the end of the year. So if this is something that you have not done, I want to try to get your juices spinning today. I will be vulnerable and share mine a bit with you. And I hope you'll just click the button when we're done and step aside from your desk and do it as well. I want to thank our digital sponsors. We have great partners in the industry, and we reflect and plan with them as well. I have the opportunity to serve in a couple of groups, and we are all talking to each other about what are the best lessons learned from last year. What are you most looking forward to in the coming year? These exercises, there are lots of questions out there. You don't have to use the ones I've sent you, but I would encourage you to do something, and to have a little bit of a guide should be really helpful. So I think there'll be a link that you can get here, or if you missed our email yesterday, there's a link there as well. And maybe somebody will just put it out here on Facebook for you. So how do you start this situation? I mean, these questions, if you're following along, say things like, what are you most proud of in 2021 personally? What are you most proud of professionally? Sometimes when we're coaching, people get kind of antsy about how come we have to talk about personal and professional. Isn't work and personal? Really? I at a real high level know this year how much personal affects your professional, and so I think it's wise that you go ahead and do that. And whether you share this with anybody or if it's just private with you, I think it matters to focus on both, because one certainly impacts the other. This has been a very difficult couple of years. I know everything that I planned for as I looked back at 2021, because I did this exercise at the end of last year. And when I looked at what I thought 2021 would look like, my 2021 got turned upside down immediately. Many of you know, my husband passed away in February. And so everything I thought about the year really got turned on its head. But it's interesting because several of the things that I said I intended to do, I did do. So it's just, even when things go awry, because that's what 2020 posed for everybody. And it can kind of sometimes feel like, how can we plan for the future, Beth? we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. They change rules about things, la, 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 la. Doesn't matter. You still ought to plan, in my opinion. It's like when you do the plan, you can have a North Star, and you do the reflection first because all the lessons are there. And I think it gives you hope, or it certainly does that for me, and inspires me for the future. So here's an example. I won't go through all the questions, but I thought for Think Tank, I would just let you know what's going on with me. If I can get through this without crying, I'll be stoked. And if I do, well, that's kind of what I do all the time. So, what am I most proud of personally in 2021? Honestly, from a personal point of view, the memorial service for my husband when he passed away in February was so beautiful. We were able to take him home and put him in a little country cemetery down the lane from where he grew up, and that's what he wanted. And we were able to do that, and the service was stunning. And so I think that's probably what I'm most proud of, followed up by the birthday celebration of life that we had for him around his birthday here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area on August the 1st. That party was probably as much for us as it was for JD. And I know he was happy he didn't have to be there. He hated being the center of attention, but he would have loved for me to get to do what I needed to do to celebrate him. So I think that's my personal. Well, see, look, I made it like 3 minutes. What am I most proud of professionally in 2021? My team. That's like hands down a very easy one. For all practical purposes, I was sidelined for quite some time. They held me up, our family, our customers. They held everyone in high regard and just kept going. If they were afraid, they didn't show it, and they provided strength that I did not have in a time that's been really tough. Like many of you have recovered, and you're going to have the very best year you've had. We're still working our way back at TrainerTainment, and the fact that my team just keeps going and keeps going and keeps serving, I couldn't be a more proud business owner. And I don't mean that in a prideful way. I mean it in a sincere, oh my gosh, how in the world am I so lucky that these people want to work with me? So there you go. What am I most grateful for this year? My family. My children are a constant gift. Jerry's siblings are a real treasure. And the love that I feel from friends far and wide. But there's just I don't think I've sent enough thank you notes or had a way to express the depth of gratitude that I have for the support that just continues to pour out. And I'm so grateful. I think most people, if you do this exercise in the right way, maybe it's wrought with emotion, because reflection is a way to give yourself a little bit of grace, give yourself some recognition. I think so much of the time we just run our tails off and we don't stop long enough. That's how Think Tank got born, right? That we wanted to stop for a minute during the day and just get out of the frenzy of busy and think. And so, yeah, it may just be an emotional situation, no matter what your situation is. Okay. What is my role now in our organization, and how well do I believe I filled that role in the past year, and why? So I'm the CEO. I coach, I train. I'm a speaker and a writer. And when I think about how I filled those roles this year, I have two ways that I can look at it. And in the first way, the high performance standards that I set for myself, those weren't met. I find, like, I really worked on this and thought about this and journaled about it, wrote about it some, and I find that this choice doesn't serve me very well. So I'm going to go with choice number 2 and say that under the circumstances, I put one foot in front of the other, and I did the best I could. And I'm not sure I've completely convinced myself that I believe this second choice. I do think that if I give myself a teeny bit of grace, that's the better choice. So I'm gonna stick with that. I have it written down, and I'm gonna go with that. What will my roles be next year? CEO, mom, writer, speaker. Those are the things. I guess I'll probably have to put saleswoman on there too. So what 3 specific things will I focus on in 2022 to ensure that I have the best year personally and professionally? I only put a couple here because I wanted to show you how important it is to be specific, because I think that'll matter more at the end of next year when you're looking, because you'll have a real tangible attachment to it. So personally, I want to have traveled, played with friends and family at least 1 time per quarter. I work really hard and I play really hard, and I want to be sure and do that at least once a quarter. So 4 fun trips with friends or family. Number 2, I will meet sales goals that I set for myself and support the team with the overall sales goal. I'm not going to tell you what that is exactly. I got it written down here on my sheet though, and it's very specific. There are questions about what do you want to do differently next year? What do you want to continue doing? I love the question about what values do you stand for? And then the same question, like, for your organization. And I think you want to look and see, is there a good alignment? Are your values in alignment with your organization? What's unacceptable to you, and what's unacceptable to you in your work and to you personally? And then the final couple of questions I think are so important, and I'll share my answers here. What do I want to be most proud of in 2022 personally? Usually I put some freaking weight goal and some number down there. I'm skipping that one this year. On that front, I'm just trying to take care of myself. So I'm not worried about the number. So X, that one's not on there. What is on it is I want to spend quality personal time with each of my children. And I want to have lived in a way that my husband would be proud of how I'm handling most days. I happen to think he's watching, so I want him to know I'm okay. So, what do I want to be most proud of December 2022 professionally? So very specifically, I can tell you that TrainerTainment has fully recovered from the nightmare of COVID, that we're rebuilt and we're thriving. My team is healthy and happy. And here's this, that we're coaching and training the best clients in the industry. I would love to add one more FEC of the World client to our long list of FEC of the World superstars. So there you go. There is an open, vulnerable way for you to go ahead and get started on this reflections and planning guide. Don't hurry it. You don't have to share it with anybody. However, my experience is when you do share it, stuff gets real and stuff starts to happen. If you'll scroll on down to the bottom section too, there's some goal planning, and it just talks about what are your 3 most important goals in each category for 2022. So there's a business goal, a leadership goal, and a personal goal. And so whether you think you're in leadership or not, you are. Somebody's always watching you. Somebody's always looking to you to figure out what their next move might be. Hey, listen, I'm grateful for you. I'm so glad that you took time to do Think Tank Thursday today. And if you're watching this later and it's already past the holiday and into the new year, it's still okay to do your reflections and planning. I hope you'll join us every Thursday. We don't miss many. We always have a great lineup of interviews. Think Tank Thursday is designed to, like I say, stop you from the business of just being frenzied with busyness. Just stop a minute and think about what's important. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and we will see you in the new year. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. I am reaching out to you today to ask you for your help. I am working on the last Think Tank for 2021, and I want it to feature all of you. So please take a minute to send me a quick video telling me a New Year's wish you have as we head into 2022. It can be personal, professional, fun, or serious. We just want to hear from you. It's real easy. All you have to do is grab your cell phone, turn on the video function selfie style, record yourself, and then choose to share that recording to candy@TrainerTainment.net. Go on, do it now so you don't forget. Thanks, everyone.